Well, hello and welcome back. And what mess does Karynjean have in front of her right now? I hope you're all doing well. It is Saturday here in beautiful Pennsylvania, just before noon. And yeah, it's just going to be. I was thinking this morning when we were kids, and what did we do on Saturdays? I got up and I plopped myself in front of the TV with cartoons, and we never had Pop-Tarts or anything like that in the house. I was wondering, well, what did I make for myself? Toaster waffles, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, cream cheese and jelly sandwiches, those kinds of things. Anyway, so I was thinking how Saturdays were just play days. So we're going to do a play day Saturday today. I was organizing my kitchen a bit, and so I ran out of cornstarch. So I bought more, and so I was transferring it from, the packaging it comes in into a plastic bin. And of course, but I like the color green. It's a very nice green. So I just cut that down, and that'll go over in the stash. It's small. It's not very big. To make a small little journal, it is not even 4 inches, truth be told. So any paper, I would cut it down to like 3.5 inches. So I would use, this one is not long enough. And I think it's 3.5 by, so this is 6.5. So I would use like 3.5 by 6 paper, or even longer, and I could actually cut this down to 6, because I was just thinking the 6 by 6 paper pads and 6 by 6 paper. Kind of like what we're doing in, I have our ledger journal down here. We're going to play around in that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just in a play mood. I cut down, this was and it was 2 inches. So I cut it down to make the spine approximately 1 inch. And then I saved this because we could make it we could use that. Anyway, so I'm putting this aside somewhere where it's going to get lost. Yeah, somewhere where it's going to get lost. Just going to put it down there. This is also something. It's from one of my tea boxes, one of my favorite teas, which is the Bigelow English Afternoon Tea. I have to scrape that off. So I'm just going to sit here and fussy cut this out, because this is just, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. And yeah, I don't know. Eagles are not playing this weekend. It's what they call a bye week. Every football team has in the season, they play 18 games. Regular season is 18 games. And every football team gets, and correct me if I'm wrong, people, every team gets a week off sometime during that schedule, and it's called their bye week. And this week is the Eagles bye week, so no Eagles game. Thursday night football, Jason Kelsey, the center for the Eagles, was actually at the Thursday night football game with the commentators. I don't know if he was there for the whole thing, because I was so tired I did not actually get to watch the full game. Actually, I was doing other things. It was on in the background. I didn't get to watch any of it, quite honestly. But so he was there, and yeah. See, we're working on some of my personal stuff today, right? Some of my personal stuff. Thank you, everybody who's watching the. Are these journals done yet? Of course, you're not letting me know if they're done or not. Especially the boho journal needs something. It needs something. I'm gonna have to go through my things. I think I might have something. I'll show it to you in a minute. All right, so that's that. I've been saving this because I love it. I mean, it's look at it. It's what is this? Well-groomed. Oh, graphic 45, scrapbook.com graphic 45. This came in one of my scrapbook.com orders. It's a sales pitch, but I was like, oh, I'm saving that because I like that. All right, so I'm going to set this aside. for the moment, set the trash aside. This here, and I have to stand up because I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all can't see it. Ooh. It is, well, let me tell you what it is. In one of my recent videos, I was talking about layering up book page to make like a large master board using what you have, right? And I have these newsprint here, which I cut down in half. It's a roll. I got it from U-Haul when I was moving once. I got a couple of boxes of it to pack dishes and stuff. Anyway, and it's a perfect thing. So what I did was here it is, right? It's just layered up here. So I started, I don't know, you can see, I pulled out different book page, and this is how things evolve around here. You can see this is not glued down here. I pulled out different book page, and I just slammed it, covered this all with the book page using a glue stick. And then I was looking at it, and I was like, you know, I wanted something else. So my player piano paper, and I know, let me see, I'm going to raise it up. I'm going to raise you up. Raise me up on the last day. There. Because I like the texture and stuff of the player piano paper. And so then I just glued down the player piano paper. As you can see, this is from here to here is the width of the player piano paper. So I glued that down, and then I took another piece and just glued it down here to make it, you know. So basically I went through all that work picking out book pages and stuff just to cover it all up again. So this is, I don't know how big it is. It's about as big as my glass mat is, which is 21, 23 inches, 24 inches, but whatever. I don't know. So this can be used now as a large master board. We can do whatever we want with this. Okay. So, and it is purple. I do have the purple our ledger journal. We haven't worked in that in a long time. So I figured let's just play around in that a little bit. I'm going to lower you back down so you can see better. Yes, this is what inspired me to pull out the ledger journal again. Let me lower you back down a little bit more. And I might have to, because the ledger journal is so big, it's like 12 or 13 inches this way, so I might have to raise you back up again. Let's take a look and see if I'm going to have to raise you back up again. Yes, I'm going to have to raise you back up again. I know, Karynjean, for heaven's sakes, just get with the video already. Get crafting. Get creating. Get creating. Okay, well, you know, we'll do what we can do. I love dark chocolate kisses. And so I emptied the bag into a dish, and, you know, again, first reaction for me is throw it in the recycle bin, but I'm like, wait a minute, purple. And it is gusseted. It's a huge gusseted bag. So what are we going to do? We're going to turn it into a pocket in our huge ledger journal. Yes, we are. And I also saved, because I was chowing down on my kisses here. Where are they? Some of the little papers. Hello. There's some chocolate in there too. You know, just from the bag itself. Little tiny, you know, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The little papers that say dark on them, because, I don't know, figure let's use them somehow. So I'm just going to move those papers aside. Okay, so, and I just pulled out the whole tray. This is the project tray that goes on the card over there, right? I still have to figure out, and I should probably do this sooner rather than later, about if that's how I'm going to keep them in. But let's take a look to see. Let's just flip. I'm not moving this yet because this is where I've just been putting, you know, putting things. I'll move it in a minute. All right, I'll move it now. So you can get a better view of what's going on here because it's on the lighter background. So let's remind ourselves. Let's remind ourselves. Okay, yes, you can see everything. This is just me putting stuff down, having a little fun there. This is original jelly plate stuff, right? This is a little side pocket. This here is just a little journal. I have it in here with the tiny little O-rings, but I'm thinking that I'm going to have to swap out these O-rings for something else because I want this journal to be able to come out, right? I want it to be able to come out. And then this is just a large pocket here out of paper. I have 12 by 12 paper pad, and this is just a large pocket. And I just put that there. And also it helps keep this closed in the book. Okay, so that's what we did there. And you can see it's 12 by 12 paper, but we didn't do 12 inches here. I think we did 9 or 9.5. So we have the little extra in order to get them into the book. And I think what inspired this is a really large cereal box. That's what inspired it. And this is from the Barnes Foundation book. I love it, the purples. And again, we have a pocket here. We have a little, well, not pockets, little tuck spots here. This is a large envelope, right? Do something with that. This here is a very lovely paper. These papers are all taken from the same paper pad. And so what we have here is just I don't know, you can call it waterfall envelopes. Let's take a look. So this here is just a little pocket. It's a scrap piece of fabric that I had hanging around that I had already sewn down onto just a really thin index card, from Dollar Tree. So it's very thin paper. But so there's a little pocket, and we have the envelope here. And as you can see, this one is stitched down around it. It flips up. We have a little decoration here. I'm just checking to make sure. And here, and this envelope, obviously, yeah, after I made it, I embossed it with one of the embossing folders I had, as you can see. All right, so there's a pocket there. And then it flips up here, making sure that at least is in frame. And so we have another large pocket here. And then these are two cute little pockets. This, yeah. And they're not glued all the way down because they need a little give so that you can get in and out of the envelopes, right? So they are not glued down on the edge. They're glued down in so that you can't use them as pockets behind, but they're glued down like around here, like not quite an inch in or something, so that you have give to get in and out of them without tearing them. And this is just Dollar Tree calendar and using double-sided adhesive from Scrapbook Adhesives, the thin one, onto just 12 by 12 paper, right? That's what that is. And then, so one is one way and one's the other way. And so there's that. Very lovely. And I'm just doing, well, I was going to say I'm doing a quick flip through, but I'm not. It's not as quick as I thought. And there, and there. And here we have this, and this. And this, I love this. I love this. This is my check ledger. This is a ledger journal, what I'm calling a ledger journal. So these are like the different, if you like run a business, you have a large checkbook, and these would be and it would be a check register. It would be your check ledger, right? And these are just the different things here. They all have the same paper in it, just not in the same order. And it's just a few pieces of paper. But that's what these are here. And attached with brads, and then this is glued down in order to keep it in. And I did make sure that on this side they were all the same in order to make it look nice. And then this is another piece of, jelly plate stuff, and more jelly plate stuff. And here, this one is a pocket. And I love how these colors all come together. Barnes Foundation, boom. And here is a smaller version of the larger painting, right? This is the painting itself, and then, so this is the larger zoomed in version of that section of painting. And this is the two little signatures. That's the center. Here we go. Here we go. And then this is on the back, just a lovely little bit of collage page, right? The feather is all glued down, so we have no worries about that. this here out of the circles. I just twisted them around. That's some tissue paper. This is a card from a stack of affirmations that my sister sent me, a stack of cards. I am limitless. I remove my self-inflicted boundaries to reach my fullest potential. And it's that beautiful sky in purple, so that fits. And then this is the back. And then on our back cover, we have pockets and flips. Instead of doing like this, the stacked envelope kind of thing, which I've shown you in the past, what I've done here is this is a flip out, this is a flip out, this is a flip out, lots of journaling space, and then these three are pockets. The issue could be with this back one, because of that, getting into the pocket, it is kind of snug, but it is a pocket. And then there's that, and there's that. Now, these are not gusseted pockets, so it is a bit snug. Probably should have gusseted them a little bit. And then, yeah, these just flip up. So, and so that's this journal at the moment. That's this journal. So I have my Hershey Kisses. We should probably go through all the stuff that's over there on the project tray too, but not at the moment. I do not want to, I don't know if I want to cover this up. That's my problem. I do not know if I want to cover this up. We can put this right here. What do you think? And it is a gusseted pocket. I would glue the whole thing down though, because we don't need all that. But I would glue the whole thing down. Another option is to actually cut it apart and just make it a regular pocket. But I'm just going to keep it the way it is because that's what I said. Now this is 5 inches by whatever. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this aside for the moment. And what I'm going to do is remove the foam tape. I have the big 6-inch, right? I'm going to put 6-inch here. This is, it's where it's a little bit dead, which is fine. Okay. So, not that way. Was I going to do it this way? I'm going to do it this way. Just right. Oh gosh, what am I doing? I don't know. What are you doing, you idiot? Don't call yourself an idiot. All right, I'm doing this. That's dead. Move it out a little bit. It's dead right. Okay, right there. There. Because we know this scrapbook.com stuff is not. We know how strong it is. So, and I'm going to reach in here. I was going to reach in, but let me bring it over. Cornstarch in an old sock. Because I need to, and if I was paying attention better, I would have made sure I had it all the way up to the top. Let's open up our bag. If I can open up the bag. Did the bag get... There. Open up the bag. There. Whoops. Hang on. Okay. Cornstarch for a smooth baby's bottom. And let's go this way. And there we go. I can get under there a little bit. Bear with me. Going to cut it here. There. And just like I was saying about with those smaller 2 envelopes, although this is gusseted, we do not need to have it go all the way over to the edge. We need to give it a little bit of wiggle room, so to speak. A little bit of wiggle room. This one here looks like it's... Making sure I don't cut through the bag. Okay. And up here. Let's see what we got going here. I might actually, hold on. Better safe than sorry with this one. I'm going to take out the trimmer here. And I'm going to just try to, I'm not quite sure. I was going to say try to cut it straight. Does that look straight to you? The kisses look straight, correct? Kisses look straight. Okay. There. Okay. Okay, here we go. Hershey Kisses. It is awfully pretty. Oh well, smack dab. Smack dab. Now, before we glue that down, I am going to pull over the tray because I'm just looking to see. These are all the purple bits and bobs. There's that. There's this beautiful purple with the, yeah, I want to do something with that. Here's another piece of 12 by 12 paper. There's that, 12 by 12 paper. That. There are these. This is taken from a watercolor book. An art book one teaches you how to watercolor, basically. Here are, here's the gel plate stuff. This is paint, though. I think I might have just copied these onto regular paper because this is regular paper, but what I'm saying is making a photocopy of them because I don't like the texture. And we have, what else do we have? These are more just 12 by 12 full sheets of paper. They're not scraps, but there are some scraps up here. I just want to be aware of what scraps we have here that we can use. Pretty scraps here that we can use. Okay. Well, this is not purple. That's blue. What is that doing over here? Maybe tiny little bit of purple. Okay. So yes, this can go down here, but do we want to do anything else here before we put this down? Oh gosh. Heat comes on, all of a sudden my skin is very dry and itchy. I'm sure you all have the same, well, many of you, and I want to say everybody. I'm sure many have the same issue as I do. Okie dokie. Well, I don't know. Hershey Kisses. I don't know, we'll figure that out. Okay, I'm just going to put this here. What I want to do, these things here is, I want to take out the pizza box journal, and because and I want to play around in that as well. All right, let me take a look and see. We get this stuff burnished down first, so that I can then take the release paper off. Okay, let's see what we got. There we go. Et voila. Et voila. Okay, and this really is going to be how we do this. Didn't go smooth in the back. How we're going to be working in this journal is just, you know, see, it's gusseted on the bottom, but it's a bit snug on the top. Okay, just pull it up a little bit. Yeah, how we're going to be working in this journal is it's just going to be like maybe just a one-shot deal like this. Oh, we're going to put this in the journal. Okay. And then we're going to move on to something else. But these here now, I want to, let's take a look and see what we have here. We can put this here, and then that can be a journaling spot or something. Yes, it could. And I mean, that looks good. No, I don't want to put it on the darker one. I put it down there. Do I have anything else here? This is paper. Which, let's see if we do this. Okay. I'm just not loosely folding it, but I'm just folding it in thirds, right? And, all right, that can be put down there. Excuse me. You know, have it come off a little bit. Make a little bit of fun for a writing spot. This can be, maybe we can take the bottom piece of it off so that it is just like this here. Let's do it this way. Like that, right? So you're just flipping it up for extra journaling room. There. Not there. I'd want to put it here because that's so dark. We can do that. All right, I'm going to put this one down anyway. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. These are really thin scraps, very thin scraps like these, which can also be. Let's see. Well, this is the same as that. That's a thin cardstock. This is paper, and we could actually do. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to play here for a minute. Let's just play. Play. All right, this is that. I'm wondering if I need. I'm wondering if wet glue is going to do this, or if I should just throw it down again on top of some double-sided adhesive tape or something. Okay, I'm going to do wet glue. I'm also going to pull out, what is this, Wilted Violet. And I'm actually thinking that maybe, I don't know, maybe we can do something with these edges before we, instead of having everything so square. All right, let's just do this. Let's just tear them. Give things a little bit more texture. Oh, I just had an idea. Of what we can do about that. Although, we'll see, I'm tearing crooked. Dagnabbit. Well, you know, doesn't matter. And this is just a scrap from, 8.5 by 11 cardstock. About 65 pound, I think, weight. There. Or we could put it there. Now that it's torn, it has enough interest. Okay. And what did I say? Wilted Violet, which I need to go get the pad for. Okay. There we go. Nice and dark and rich. Isn't that lovely? Now, I also want to try it on the other side, because the other side is where, when you tear it, it pulls away on one side more than another, right? This we know. So we always tear things in one direction. Usually, whatever, if it were like book page and this is what we wanted to look at, we would tear it towards us so that the shorn side, I guess, S-H-O-R-N, would be on the underneath. But, you do you, whatever you want. Okay, excuse me. As I get my face into this. Okay, this is actually the shorn side. And let's take a look and see how the ink is picking up there versus how the ink is picking up here, which is our perfect clue. Because when we tore it, and we have that shorn bit there, there's a little bit more, the edge of the paper, there's a little bit something different exposed there that the ink grabs hold of, is what I'm trying to say. I don't even know anymore. Don't ask me. I don't even know anymore. Okay. And I'm doing wet glue, folks. And let's hope it fits. Oh. Ooh. And I'm just like this. Well, I don't know. We don't know. I have no idea what, at the end, what this art ledger journal is going to wind up looking like. It might not have any writing spaces in it at all. It just might be a whole lot of collage work and artwork and just something visual for me, right? Something visual. Pretty purple. We all want to look at the pretty purple. Now, and as I drag that ink through there as I was pressing it down, that's perfectly fine. I'm thinking, and before I think, I have this glaze pen, not a gel pen, a glaze pen. So I just want to see. It's a little bit messy. Hold on. There. Clean off the tip. No, I don't want to use that. I'm thinking I'm just going to use black. And am I going to use my glaze pen, or am I going to use a fine? I'll use the glaze pen. But if I use the glaze pen, then we are not going to be able to turn the page for a minute because, ooh, hello. Yep. Okay. And this is what we're doing. We're just doing.
Get more floppy. Ooh, I do not normally have a hooked hand.
Okay. All right. Now, what I was thinking about over here, let's pull that up a little bit so you can see what I'm thinking, is, how wide is this? I might want to first put 1 inch. I'm going to first put this onto double-sided adhesive tape. Which one am I going to be using, though? I'll use this one. And okay, now this is, all right. Oh, this is 1 inch wide strip of paper and 1 inch wide double-sided adhesive tape. And let's see if I can do this. Oh God, keeping it straight. It's kind of hard when you're working with a roll. No. Dag nabbit. See, it already got itself down on the dang tape. Dag nabbit. Oh, sugar shoes. All right. Pissing me off. Oh. I'm sorry. Yes, I know. Gonna use, is this one 1 inch? We're gonna use this one. And y'all better not do that. Let's try it here. There. We have a bit of a kerfuffle there. And it did go off there. But, okay, we're going to keep this one. Oh, gosh golly. Because it's already down. So, it'll be fine once we get rid of the release paper. We're going to do that right there. Yep. And we're going to do one inch wide might be too wide. 1 inch wide might be too wide. There. And actually what we're going to do as well is, because that one has a kerfuffle in it, we're going to do this. And this is what we're going to do. There. Yes, I know it's crooked. That's all right. That's okay. We're going to win it anyway. Right? There. 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 There, there, there. Sugar shoes. Do the inking before you take the release paper off. And back here I have, let's get that, I can move that tape underneath. Looks like there's some exposed up here too. Okay, now that it's on my finger, there. And there. And one more. So it's just adding something extra to the inside of the cover, and it's also giving just little journaling spot. I mean, you can write on this. You can certainly write on this. We can get the release paper off. And there. There. Now oops, it's a very large book. Figure out something to do up there. We can go back to, get that in the garbage. We can go back to, where'd the piece of paper go that I folded to flip? I didn't put it in here again, did I? I might have. Is that it? That's it right there. Okay, let's pull these out. Strips. Never get rid of your strips, my friends. So we can, and this one, no, I'm not feeling this one. We'll have to figure out something else for there. And what we might figure out for there is something simple. It could be as simple as a die cut or something, right? It could be something as simple as that. Or I might come across something in a book that I'm like, I want that there. So we're just going to not rush through this. I really like this picture here, though. You know, I really like this picture here. I like this one too. Hang on a second. Where's my... I'll just use this. I don't need a fancy. We're going to use that one, I think. I really, really like it. I really, really like it. Yes, and I'm working on top of this, so... and there. And Colorado Street Bridge. Very pretty. There. Now, I mean, I really like this. And I'm keeping the white edge. I'm not going to ink it or anything. I'm keeping the white edge. I have to decide if I'm going to label it or not. He tells how he made it, how he painted it. Keeping it just the way it is. So we're going to put it down right, whoa, hello, right there. As we make a mess with the glue. Make a mess with the glue. This is what we're doing with it. Is it crooked? I think it might be a little crooked. That's okay. And I'm not sure the glue is to the edge of the paper. This is glossy, a bit glossy. There. There. Okay. There. Let me take a look, make sure you guys can see it. You guys can see it. I will even zoom down for you. Hold on. I wonder if I can do it with the camera. I can. Don't want to make you sick. Fancy new phone. Oh, look at that. Well, we've been at it for over 40 minutes, so this is going to be our play day Saturday. The Purple Art Ledger Journal. Excuse me, my ratty old sweatshirt. Yeah, so there we go. That's what we've done. I hope that, I hope that you are enjoying your weekend or enjoying your time whenever you're watching this. I just hope you're enjoying your life. This is Karynjean. Thank you so much for joining me in the studio today. I'll see you next time.